This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we join you from MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Today, a good one in the AFC East. It's the Dallas Cowboys and the New York Giants. Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen with you. The pro way out for the first time. They're led out by the first-round pick in 2025 out of Ole Miss. It's Jackson Dart.
You hear people talk about it all the time, and it's especially true, Mike, for young rookie quarterbacks, is just the speed of the game. They had a lot of success in college. They were probably the best player on their team, but just everything is faster. Everything happens with a little more urgency. The quarterbacks at the young age that can make that transition the quickest, everything else then tends to slow down.
That first down run lost 3, so it'll be 2nd and 13. Out of the shotgun, it's Dart. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force 3rd down.
And that's exactly what every defense is trying to do in the passing game. They want to muddy up these windows, Mike, make every throw as contested as possible. No separation, contact right at the catch point, and does a great job forcing the incomplete pass.
And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag is down. Let's see who they got. So on 4th down, out is Jamie Gillen to punt for the Giants. Cavante Turpin to return for the Cowboys. Too much leg there. That one's into the end zone for a touchback. The Cowboys come out, and they are led out by Dak Prescott, as they have been for a decade. Wow. It's his 10th season as a Cowboy, 3-time Pro Bowler, who is now 32 years old.
There's just certain guys, Mike, when they take the field and they step into the huddle, the other 10 players, they just take a little bit of a deeper breath. They're like, man, I'm glad this guy is on our side, and he's certainly one of them. He just brings an element of confidence to everybody else around him, not only in the huddle, but on the sideline, on the defense, the coaching staff. Everyone is better as the result of him being your quarterback.
Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down.
As you can probably imagine, Mike, this one really burns me. I mean, man, I wish my fellow tight ends catch every ball the entire game, but to be this open and not come down with it, I'm going to have to set a reminder. Next year at TEU, we're going to have to bring out some jugs machines.
Lets it go downfield for Ferguson. And they're going to have this all the way down inside the 30-yard line. After that play, it stopped an injured Giant on the field. Not something you want to see in the opening minute of the game. Here's 1st and 10. On the give, it's Williams. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, if that. But there is a flag on the field, and that is in the area where usually someone was held. That's on Tyler Guyton, the tackler. That is Ferguson in motion. Operating from the gun, here's Dak. That's complete, left side to Pickens.
Prescott's pass, complete to George Pickens. A gain of 7 brings up second down at the 28-yard line.
In motion, Lamb. They'll throw again, Dak. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Here's 3rd and 7. Again, Prescott to the air. To the end zone, it's intercepted. Picked off by Tyler Nubin. Now, after the interception, we have an injured player to look at. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Dart going to keep this on the zone read. Now flag comes in. It was thrown by the umpire. The pickup is 4, but usually that's a holding penalty. Out of the gun, here comes Dart. And that one is incomplete. Penalty flag down, back in the backfield, in the area of holding. That'll march them back half the distance, and they'll go from there. Operating from the gun, it's Dart. A marker comes in as he goes down. It is a sack, and that flag definitely in the area of holding. So that'll move them back half the distance, and they'll try it again. So now, following the safety to open the scoring, it's 2-0, and here's the free kick from the 20. To return, it is Turpin. The Cowboys offense ready for their second possession. The lead is 2, and they're going to try to make something happen here, starting with a 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Prescott. That's over the middle and intercepted. And he's going to give his guys a short field to work with and a chance to take the lead.
I would love to see his weapons do a better job, Mike, especially in the middle of the field, getting open in these zones. I just feel like there's been tight coverage, a lot of little windows to throw through, and yes, anytime you turn the ball over, it's on the quarterback, but the rest of this supporting unit needs to do a better job helping him.
Here's the Giants offense. Now they get set to take over once more. Last time they had it, they went backwards for the safety. Fortunately, they get the ball back on the turnover, and now they start again on offense, 1st and 10. Off the bootleg, here is Dart. Throw here down the field. Will fall. Incomplete. We'll get a stoppage here. There is an injured Cowboy. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. Second and 10. Throwing is Dart. Downfield, that's high He's got it. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
And the Giants.
They'll pick up 23 on that one. First down, Giants.
And nothing matters if this protection isn't able to pick up that blitz. They do a fantastic job of stunting that pass rush just long enough to find an open man downfield.
So they move inside the 20, first and 10 at the 18. Looking to throw. It's Dart. And that ball out of reach toward the sideline. It'll be an incompletion.
There isn't much room for error when operating inside the red zone. The field is really condensed. Those throwing windows become a lot tighter and forces your quarterback to make some really highly contested throws. And as we just saw, those aren't always going to go your way.
To the air once more is Dart. He'll get it into the hands of Slayton. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. To the air again goes Dart. He'll try to run for it. A pickup of 10, and it's going to set up 1st and goal.
A gain of 10 yards. And the Giants first down. 1st and goal.
This is a part of the field where you have to account for the quarterback as a runner. Nothing's open downfield. Great job by your secondary, but then he makes a break for the goal line, and they're able to stop him just short, but not until after he sets his guys up 1st and goal.
He'll get this forward. No signal. They're going to mark him down at the 1. We'll get a stoppage here. There is an injured Cowboy. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. From the 1, 2nd and goal. Singletary. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, if that, but there is a flag on the field, and that is in the area where usually someone was held. From a little further back, here's 2nd and goal. Slayton is the man in motion. Up the middle, here's Singletary. And he is planted backfield. Defenders crashing through, blow up that play behind the line.
The idea here on 2nd down is in the event you're unable to score, at least put yourself in a 3rd and manageable goal-to-go situation. But now after taking a loss, it really changes their approach here, and I think on 3rd and goal now, they got to put this ball in the air.
That's to Robinson. He's got it. And the drive stalls out as he's brought down. And the field goal unit likely to come on here on 4th and goal.
4th and goal.
Out is Younghoe Koo to try the field goal. Officially a 29-yard attempt. Koo's kick is good. And the Giants take the rare 3-2 lead.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through and they get 3.
So now, after the made field goal, back out is Koo to kick this one off. So now here are the Cowboys. Their offense ready to make their way back onto the field. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground. It's Williams. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain. We'll get a stoppage here. There is an injured Cowboy. The training staff going to look, and we'll step out for a moment. Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll play it. Oh, they're on him in a flash, and he lost the football. And it will be another turnover as this defense does it again. How about the defense getting to the quarterback, getting access to the ball, knocking it free, and coming up with the recovery?
I'd like to see the quarterback just be a little more secure with the ball, Mike. You can see he's just a little loose, especially when you're operating from the pocket. But give credit to the defender. Nice job attacking the ball, knocking it loose and recovering it, and that is a big takeaway here by this defense.
The Giants offense make their way out to take over once more. They'll start in the red zone already. This drive beginning at the 20. Devin Singletary. Touchdown, New York. So the turnover turns into a quick touchdown. And Greg, that's exactly how you want your offense to take care of business.
Anytime your defense can create those sudden change situations, Mike, absolutely, you have to take advantage of it. 1 second, you're sitting on the bench going over your next drive. All of a sudden, after that turnover, you've got to be able to get out on the field and go. Take advantage of the short field and results in a nice touchdown.
Younghoe Koo now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Giants are going to open up the lead to 8.
Giants 10, Cowboys 2.
So out is Koo. He'll kick this one away after the touchdown.
The
Cowboys offense ready to take over once again. They'll begin with 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Dak. Over the middle to his tight end, Ferguson. And they're going to bring him down, but there is a penalty marker on the field. That one on the tackle, Terrence Steele. In motion, Lamb. On play action, here's Dak. I try to pitch one forward. That was an option there, but it does fall incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
Oh, they're on him in a flash, and he lost the football. And no turnover here. One of the guards able to get the football and get on it to keep possession.
And they should consider themselves lucky. You can't let a pass rusher through that quickly and not expect there to be consequences. Fortunately, they're at least able to fall on it and prevent this from being a complete disaster.
Dak facing 3rd and long. That is knocked away downfield, incomplete. He made sure not to let the receiver get behind him. 3rd down stop sets up 4th down. On 4th down, the veteran Brian Anger mounts a punt for Dallas. Gunnar Olszewski is deep for the Giants. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. The Giants offense ready to take over once more. The advantage is 8. We'll see if they can make this a 2-score game on this drive. 1st down and 10. He's going to be taken down, but a marker is on the field, and we need to check this call. And Andrew Thomas. Guilty there. Drive will start on the ground, and he's going backwards here. They're going to take him down, back at the 5.
So they go with the first down run, hoping to just get them some positive yards and get themselves into a good second down situation, but now they find themselves in second and long. So the more you give defenses the opportunity, Mike, to defend you one-dimensionally. So in this case, we're only playing you in the pass. It stresses your protection, it stresses your play caller, and ultimately, it stresses your quarterback.
After that play, it stopped an injured Giant on the field. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. Not fun here. 3rd and a lot. On 3rd down, here's Singletary. And a nice sequence there defensively. They'll give him 8 yards, but they get him down well short of the first down, and it's 4th down. After that play, it stopped an injured Giant on the field. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. Here's Jamie Gillen on now, as he'll take this a yard or 2 into his own end zone.
The Cowboys take over first down.
The Cowboys offense ready to get back at it. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run by Williams. And this is going to be a Cowboys first down. As he gets it up past the 30, they'll mark him at the 32.
That's good for a Cowboys first down.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a 3rd down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
First down, it's Davis. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, if that. But there is a flag on the field, and that is in the area where usually someone was held. Here's a handoff to Williams. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple. We'll get a stoppage here. There is an injured Cowboy. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. In motion, Lamb. On 2nd down, it's Dak. Quick throw here is complete. That will make 3rd down a little more manageable. Good yardage gained on that one.
Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike. How well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can cut like this guy, I'm not sure how you guard him.
On 3rd down, Prescott. He's got his man right side. It's complete. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. After that play, it stopped an injured Giant on the field. As the athletic training staff looks at him, We'll step away for a moment. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Throwing is Prescott. Quick throw on target to Pickens. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. We'll get a stoppage here. There is an injured Cowboy. The training staff going to look, and we'll step out for a moment. Second down and 3. To the air again. Prescott. He'll get that to Javonte Williams. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time. Play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
Here's 3rd and 2. He'll try to run for it with Williams. After that play, it stopped, an injured Giant on the field. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. That is Ferguson in motion. On 1st down, right back to Williams. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
In motion, Lamb. First carry now for Jaden Blue. And this defense not fooled by the option. They stick with the running back and they get him down for no gain.
I know it's easy from up in the booth, Mike, but I think that's one of those zone reads where the quarterback needs to pull it and keep it himself. The defense was clearly keyed on the running back. Not much room in there. No gain.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd down. He'll try and get there on carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. And no turnover here. One of the guards able to get the football and get on it to keep possession.
These are the opportunities that just kill defensive coordinators. You got the ball loose. You did everything you want, but now you got to recover it. You need better pursuit to the ball, more bodies around the ball carrier, because when that ball pops out, you've got to be on it. These opportunities don't come around often, and when they do, you got to seize the moment.
Prescott to throw it on 4th down. And that is not going to work. It is incomplete. They go for it on 4th and wind up turning it over on down.
And here we have a real gutsy call here, Mike, early in this game offensively. I think you're giving up a surefire field goal attempt, but at the same time, you're demonstrating to your players, hey, offense, I have a lot of trust in you, and let's see if they have this same approach as the rest of this game plays on.
Motion man is Hyatt. A play fake, now dart. That's over the middle, but it's incomplete.
You know, there's a rule that's pretty simple when you're running routes against zone coverage, Mike, and it's as simple as if you're open, stay open. Instead, you see the receiver here, he ends up running to a covered window, and it just clouds the vision of the quarterback. Instead of throwing into a wide open target, he's now forced to throw into a contested area.
Slot man gonna move in motion left. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Darius Slayton was the intended receiver. And third down coming up. Slayton is the man in motion. Out of shotgun. It's Dark. Oh, and that throw not able to be pulled in. It's incomplete. Looked like he may have got a little ahead of himself there. And it's going to bring up fourth down.
And that's what you call a wasted series. They come out here and they decide we're just going to air it out first, second, third down. All three incompletions. And now it brings up fourth down. And barring some crazy decision here to keep your offense on the field, you're going to find yourself right back on the sideline.
And he couldn't get that one to check up. It'll keep bouncing into the end zone. It's a touchback. The Cowboys offense ready to take over possession of the football. They'll start out first down and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Dak. Oh, a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass he'll say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up second down.
And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down.
And he'll work ahead for about 5 to the 25. After that play, it stopped an injured Giant on the field. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. Third down, they need 5. Prescott now. That's out wide to Williams. And this is not going to do the trick. Unable to get back to the line of scrimmage. And it leads to fourth down. We'll get a stoppage here. There is an injured Cowboy. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. Here's Brian Anger now, and John to punt for the second time in this opening quarter. The Giants offense ready to get back at it. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here comes Dart. This one is caught by Robinson. Nice gain on first down, but the penalty flags come in. And the question now, will the play stand? Operating from the gun, it's Dart. That one, oh, it's on target, but it goes as an incompletion. Looked like he had that one in his grasp, but unable to hold on, and it will be second down.
I feel like their quarterback, for the most part, has looked pretty solid. I mean, it's everybody else that seems to have let him down with the drop balls and the mistakes. That's really what's killing these drives.
Now, a handoff to Singletary. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up third down. After that play, it stopped an injured Giant on the field. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. Third and long. Dart Now a screen to be set up for Singletary. Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball is out. And fortunately, this is going to get out of bounds, so possession does not change hands.
So the sideline saves the turnover, but now this brings up fourth down. So, Mike, after dodging a bullet there, and you say, okay, we got away with one there, it's fourth down. How aggressive do I want to be? Do you feel better about your punt unit coming on and saying, hey, better than bringing our defense out after the turnover? Or do you say, hey, let's take advantage of this opportunity by keeping our offense on the field and see if we can extend this drive?
The Cowboys offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Now a loose football. And it will be another turnover as this defense does it again. And now, following the turnover, we have an injured player on the field. The training staff going to look and will step out for a moment. On 1st down, Dart, and that one incomplete.
Let's call it for what it is, Mike. I mean, right now, this team is winning in spite of him, certainly not because of him. And what's really concerning is that's the most important position on the team. And if they are able to hold on and they do pull this game out, it could wind up being one of the most poor performances we've ever seen in a winning effort that I can recall in a long time.
Come away with the football. And there it is. The defense comes up with the big play, forcing the fumble as they get their offense right back on the field. Coming up, Greg, with a big turnover.
Taking the ball away, Mike, has really become an art form in the NFL. Some teams are good at it, some teams not so much. But in this case, great job by the defense taking that one away.
So now here are the Cowboys. Their offense ready to make their way back onto the field. And they're going to hear it from this crowd. They're backed up deep as they start 1st and 10. Here's the give up the middle with Williams. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on 1st down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 8-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Dak going to give this to Blue. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
They'll come up to 3rd and 3. A shotgun snap for Prescott. Oh, and that throw not able to be pulled in. It's incomplete. Looked like he may have got a little ahead of himself there. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
So prior to that 3rd down call, Mike, I thought they put themselves in a pretty good situation. At that down and distance, they had run and pass, both at their disposal. But nice job by the defense being up to the task. Force the incomplete, brings up 4th down.
On the return, Olszewski. Oh, that could have broken for a bigger return, but as it is, nice job getting his offense a start out past the 30-yard line. The Giants offense starting to trot out for this next possession. Motion man is Hyatt. They'll give it to Singletary to begin this drive. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down. After that play, it stopped an injured Giant on the field. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. They'll run once more with Singletary. And he'll take this one forward for about 3, and that's a first down.
A gain of 4 yards.
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on 2nd down, knowing they had 3rd and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the first down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. They'll go back to Singletary on 1st down. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
Running back looked a little unsure of himself on that carry there, Mike. You have to think back to that fumble earlier in the game. How much is that still weighing on his mind? He didn't really seem to attack that hole like we've seen in the past. He gets stopped for no gain.
On 2nd down, Dart. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down.
And 10 yards.
Even though it doesn't result in a sack, when you dial up the right pressure at the right time, Mike, sometimes that's all it takes to lead to that incompletion. The timing is just a little off between the quarterback and his intended target, and the ball falls incomplete.
Out of the gun, 3rd down. It's Dart. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. We'll get a stoppage here. There is an injured Cowboy. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They'll run. It's Singletary. And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line. After that play, it stopped an injured Giant on the field. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. Again, it's Singletary. This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. We'll get a stoppage here. There is an injured Cowboy. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. To throw is Dart. This one taken in by Hyatt. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
3rd down, 3 to go. Now Dart. That is incomplete, but there is a flag down. Big call here. It was 3rd down. Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down. They'll indeed go for it, and it's Dart. That's into the hands of his receiver, Hyatt. And they're going to pick it up here. They took a chance, and it paid off. 1st and goal coming up. They'll run here with Singletary. And this one blown up. Good surge and drop him. A loss on the play. Back to the 9-yard line.
Brings up second and goal at the 9-yard line.
The task a bit tougher as they face second and goal. Slayton is the man in motion. So we'll get a second and goal when we return. It's the Giants leading this one early. We're back to upstate New York in just a moment. Giants football here to begin the second quarter. Another shot at it from the 9. Second down and goal as we are ready to get back underway. That one to the end zone, but incomplete.
So instead of celebrating a touchdown, he's just heading back to his huddle trying to keep his head up as everyone kind of looks at him sideways. If that ball hits your hands at this level, you've just got to make the catch. That's what your quarterback's counting on. That's what your teammates are counting on. Frankly, that's what this entire stadium is counting on.
He'll try to throw it, and here's Dart. He'll try to run for it. What a move! He's in. Jackson Dart, touchdown, Giants. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
On is Koo for the point after. And he pulls this wide to the right. It's no good. That is a tough miss. So close, but no extra point. So out is Koo. He'll kick this one away after the touchdown.
The Cowboys take
the Cowboys offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Williams gets it on the draw. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. We'll get a stoppage here. There is an injured Cowboy. The training staff going to look, and we'll step out for a moment. Going to throw it here on 1st down. This pass right side caught by Lamb. And a penalty flag down in the backfield. They finally get him down, but I'm not sure if this is going to stand. That is Ferguson in motion. A give. Here comes Blue. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down. After that play, it stopped an injured Giant on the field. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Dak. Got a man over the middle. It's Pickens. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
And it's third down.
They'll look to pick this up, 3rd and a yard. On play action. Oh, they're on him in a smash, and he lost the football. Looked like one of the Cowboys was there to recover. Indeed, they will keep possession. An injured player down there, and that's the man they can't afford to lose. It is indeed Dak Prescott. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. On first down, here's Milton. Here's a screen set up to Williams. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Good pickup of 16 on that screenplay and a first down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get him the ball, pick up the first down.
And he'll be met in the backfield and dropped behind the line of scrimmage. After that play, it stopped an injured Giant on the field. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Now Prescott. This one caught by CeeDee Lamb. And he's going to be out of bounds, gain of just a couple, and now we've got 3rd down coming up.
So he makes his first catch of the day, and even though it doesn't look like much, Mike, sometimes those are the touches that you can build off of. You know, it's like in basketball, what they say, sometimes you just need to see the ball go through the hoop.
On 3rd down, Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete, but a flag down in the backfield. That's the area we usually see holding. The task now, a really tough one. 3rd and very long. Now Prescott will get this out quickly to Lamb. And they were hoping for a little more on that one. Brought down well short of the first. It'll bring up 4th down.
When a defense has speed to the ball like this group does, it makes these wide receiver screens really challenging because all those fast linebackers and defensive backs that are chasing the ball carrier, the offensive line are the ones responsible for them, and sometimes that's just a speed mismatch and they can't get out in front. You could see the body language of the kicker, Mike. Once it left his foot, he was kind of leaning. He was trying to bring that one back towards the middle. But that's the sound you dread as a kicker. It reverberates around the stadium, off the upright, no good.
The Giants offense running back Devin Singletary back on the field. They're going to be looking to possibly push this to a 3-score advantage. Work to do on this drive. 1st and 10. The drive starts with a carry by Singletary. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. After that play, it stopped an injured Giant on the field. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. On the give, it's Singletary. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense. And That's exactly what they've been able to do.
Dart going to throw here on second down. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
On the handoff, Singletary. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage if that, but there is a flag on the field, and that is in the area where usually someone was held. Slayton is the man in motion. Dart going to tap this one forward. He's got room to roam. And he won't quite make it to the pylon, but he's out of bounds right around the 1-yard line. We'll get a stoppage here. There is an injured Cowboy. The training staff going to look, and will step out for a moment. From the 1-yard line, first down and goal. Singletary will score. Touchdown, G-Man. This defense continuing to give up points. Greg, you've been on offenses like this. This has to feel great when you're on a roll like this.
And it's really twofold, Mike. First and foremost, just like you said, every offense in the league works all week. We want to start out fast. We want to establish some early rhythm and play our style of game. They've certainly done that. Now, on the flip side, what does it do to your opponent? It takes them completely out of their game plan, knowing this early in the game, they're chasing points.
Here's Coop for the extra point. And that one bangs off the right upright. Does not go in. It's no good. And they're unable to add the point after. After that play, it stopped, an injured Giant on the field. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. So out is Coop. He'll kick this one away after the touchdown.
The Cowboys take over.
The Cowboys offense and Javonte Williams getting set for this next possession. They'll try to get this a bit more respectable before the break. It has not been their half to this point. Let's see what they do on this drive. First down now. They'll start this on the ground. It's Williams. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1. After that play, it stopped, an injured Giant on the field. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. On second down, it's Dak. That's thrown right side, but incomplete. We'll get a stoppage here. There is an injured Cowboy. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. It is 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, here's Dak. He'll drop this down to Williams. He'll be stopped here short of the first down marker. Penalty flag is out as well. On comes the punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. The Giants offense running back Devin Singletary back on the field. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Slayton is the man in motion. They'll go play action here with Dart. That's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Deron Bland. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position. A huge chance to cut into the deficit. Now, after the interception, we have an injured player to look at. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. First down, Prescott. The ball's out. And fortunately, their center able to rein it in, and they'll retain possession.
Sometimes these games in the NFL, Mike, they get decided by simply how the ball bounces. I mean, how often do we see a quarterback in the pocket get strip sack, and that ball ends up going the other direction? Fortunately for them, they can regroup, get back in the huddle, and live another day. Ball falls into the hands of his own guy, and they'll see if they can dodge this bullet.
Now a 2nd down throw for Prescott. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. But he can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down. Have an injured player on the field. The training staff going to look, and will step out for a moment. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Oh, a loose football. And the Cowboys are going to come away with the football. A give, and here comes Williams. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
Second down, Prescott. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down.
The whole idea of that short pass is designed to get the ball into the hands of the receiver in space and let him do the rest after the catch. But the key word there, Mike, is get the ball into the hands of the receiver. He doesn't secure the catch, so there is no run after.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
The Cowboys field goal. A 45-yard attempt.
He makes up for the earlier miss. This time, the kick is good. We'll get a stoppage here. There is an injured Cowboy. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. Back out is Brandon Aubrey. He had the field goal a moment ago, and now he'll send this one away. The Giants offense running back Devin Singletary back on the field. The lead is 17 as they try to maybe pull away in this one. It is 1st and 10. They'll run straight ahead with Singletary. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. We'll get a stoppage here. There is an injured Cowboy. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll turn and hand this one off. And they're finally going to bring him down. It's a 1st down if it stands, but maybe a hold set him free.
Still 2nd down.
On 2nd down, Dart. That one incomplete.
While the play results in an incompletion, I think these are the type of decisions from a young quarterback that you're okay with. If the play's not there, if you don't feel good, throw the ball away, don't turn it over, and let's live for the next play call.
3rd and long. Motion man is Hyatt. 3rd and long, and Dart is going to throw. He has Hyatt complete. And he'll be stopped short of a 1st down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
So barring an aggressive decision here on 4th down, it looks like this is going to be a 3 and out. So this offense has to get to the sideline and regroup, figure out what went wrong, fix it, because they've got to be able to maintain possession the next time out.
And he didn't get the check he was hoping for in that one. That goes into the end zone, and it's a touchback. The Cowboys offense getting set to get back to work. Prescott on 1st down. A throw left side, but it's incomplete. After that play, it stopped, an injured Giant on the field. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. Second and 10. A shotgun snap for Prescott. Oh, they're on him in a flash, and he lost the football. And it will be another turnover as this defense does it again. And Greg, you talked about it all week. Not just stop him with the defense, but make impact plays, and that is as big a play as you can ask for.
Yeah, and across the league, Mike, this continues to be a huge point of emphasis. Every defensive coach starts practice with takeaway circuits. How can we find ways to take the ball away? In this case, they forced the fumble, scoop, score, 6 points.
And now another extra point off the mark. 3 misses on extra points in this game alone. So out is Coop. He'll kick this one away after the touchdown. The Cowboys offense about ready to take over once more.
35-yard line.
And he'll be met in the backfield and dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, as been the case this entire first half, it's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. Prescott. And this will be incomplete, but there's a flag back in the backfield where the quarterback is. They may have got him after he released the ball. On the play fake, Dak. And that one is incomplete. Penalty flag down, back in the backfield, in the area of holding. Prescott now. He's got the open man. That's Jalen Tolbert. And that'll help a bit. They're still well short of the sticks. A solid pickup on that first down play. We'll get a stoppage here. There is an injured Cowboy. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. From the 48-yard line, here's second down and 7. After that play, it stopped an injured Giant on the field. The training staff going to look, and will step out for a moment. Backfield empties. 5 receivers in the formation for third down and 5. To throw is Dak. He's got his tight end. That's Ferguson. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. A pickup there of 25 yards. That's good for a Dallas first down.
It's a gain of 25 yards. First down, Cowboys.
Play fake. Prescott. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. We'll get a stoppage here. There is an injured Cowboy. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. Work to do now as they come up on second and long. From the shotgun, it's Dak. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a third down. He was trying to get it to C.D. Lamb. And it'll be third down. To throw is Prescott. That's into the hands of Jaden Blue. And he's going to be out of bounds. He is well shy where he needed to get to. It'll bring up 4th down. On for the field goal now, it's Brandon Aubrey. This a 42-yard attempt. Aubrey's kick is good. After that play, it stopped an injured Giant on the field. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. Back out is Brandon Aubrey. He had the field goal a moment ago, and now he'll send this one away.
The Giants take over.
Here's the Giants offense now. They get set to take over once more. They'll begin here on the ground. He'll move the pile forward. Let's give him a couple. Demarion Overshown there on the tackle.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
So, from the 37, here's 2nd and 8. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. They work forward to the 40-yard line. Osa Odigizua there on the tackle.
That's a gain of 3. Now 3rd and 5.
Here now, 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, here comes Dart. That's into the hands of his receiver, Hyatt. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on 3rd down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Now the former Sun Devil, it's Cam Scatterboo. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, if that. But there is a flag on the field, and that is in the area where usually someone was held. Out of the shotgun, it's Dart. Oh, they're on him in a flash, and he lost the football. And the Cowboys are going to come away with the football. And now, following the turnover, we have an injured player on the field. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. On 1st and 10, Prescott. Oh, a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass you say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up 2nd down. He was looking for George Pickens there, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Here's Prescott. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Anytime you see a receiver at this level miss a ball that easy, it's just concentration. They just take it for granted. All of a sudden, they're thinking about what their next move is or what they're going to do after the catch. And instead of just focusing on first things first, secure the catch, put the ball away, then become a runner.
That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
A gain of 15 yards. That's good for a Cowboys first down. First and 10 at the
It's been a rough first half, but now as we approach halftime, Mike, you got to start getting some wins, and it could be something small like we just saw here. Some positive plays, build a little confidence on that sideline, so as you go into halftime, you have something to build on.
Prescott again. To the left side, caught by Lamb. And he's going to take it into the end zone. It's a touchdown. There is a penalty marker down, but it looks like this one's going to hold up.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense. That penalty is declined.
Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. It's up and good. The Cowboys are able to cut into the deficit.
Cowboys 15.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away.
The Giants take over.
The Giants offense ready to see what they can do. They built a nice lead for themselves here. They'll try to add to that, beginning with first down. Drive will start on the ground. He plunges forward for a couple of yards. Shamar James there on the stop. We'll get a stoppage here. There is an injured Cowboy. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. Second down and 8. Bellinger, the tight end, is the one in motion. They'll stick with him again. And he's going to be stuck well behind the line of scrimmage. A play going absolutely nowhere.
Some defensive ends specialize in getting after the quarterback. Some defensive ends specialize in run game. This guy can really make an impact on both, as we saw here for that tackle for loss.
Out of the gun, third down. It's dark. Downfield, that's Hyatt. He's got it. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
26 yards.
The rookie from Ole Miss put that one on target for the first down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
And another great throw. And I'll tell you what, Mike, so far today, this certainly does not look like a rookie quarterback. I mean, he is in complete control of this offense.
First and 10. Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And they're going to bring him down, but there is a penalty marker on the field. They'll run with Scatterboot. And he will not be able to turn upfield. They'll drop him behind the line. We'll get a stoppage here. There is an injured Cowboy. The training staff going to look, and we'll step out for a moment. To the air on second down. Dart. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a third down.
Defense got lucky on that one. There's no one accounting for the running back out of the backfield as they should have, and fortunately for them, he bails him out by not securing the catch.
Operating from the gun, it's Dart. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike, and I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
That's going to hit and continue out of bounds just inside the 20-yard line. Here's Dak Prescott and the Cowboy offense set to go again. And he has done everything you could ask of him coming into this one. He spread it around, hasn't taken many chances, and potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football. His throw on first down is going to be incomplete.
Well, it's going to go down as an incompletion, but it wasn't from a lack of effort. I mean, he did everything in his power to try to get both feet in bounds. The pass just took him a little bit too close to the sideline, and he just wasn't able to save the play.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Dak. And he'll be taken down just shy of the 30. We'll get a stoppage here. There is an injured Cowboy. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. Set to go now on 1st and 10. In motion, Lamb. First down, Prescott. Oh, a nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain. After that play, it stopped an injured Giant on the field. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Dak to throw. To the left side, he's got Ferguson. And he will be out of bounds. There is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what that is all about.
Automatic first down.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Here's a designed run. He'll step up and run.
Holding. Offense. Still first down.
Dak going to give this to Blue. And he's not going to get away. They're going to bring him down on the other side of midfield. After that play, it stopped an injured Giant on the field. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. On second down, it's Dak. A throw left side, but it's going to wind up incomplete. We'll get a stoppage here. There is an injured Cowboy. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. What can they do here? This is 3rd and forever. Dak to throw. He'll get this out quickly to Lamb. He's looking for room on the edge, but could not find any. They track him down behind the line, and it's 4th down.
Man, what a big-time play here by the corner. It feels like he knew that play was coming before the ball was even snapped. You can see he sticks his foot in the ground and bursts. He ends that play before it even has a chance to get started.
The
Giants offense ready for this next possession. They'll run with Tracy, and he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. We'll get a stoppage here. There is an injured Cowboy. The training staff going to look, and we'll step out for a moment. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run again. It's Tracy again. Once again, this defense up to the task. They stop him for no gain yet again. And now it's 3rd down. After that play, it stopped an injured Giant on the field. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. A tough spot here. 3rd and long. Bellinger, the tight end, is the one in motion. Dart. That is incomplete, but there is a flag down. Big call here. It was 3rd down. From the 34 now, it's 1st and 10. Back to the ground after the penalty. And this will be a Giants 1st down as good running gets him to about the 44. We'll get a stoppage here. There is an injured Cowboy. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Here's a handoff to Scatterboo. And a very elusive run there. He winds up gaining about 9 yards. We'll get a stoppage here. There is an injured Cowboy. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. Second and inches. now, Dart. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose, and it's going to force third down.
And I think I want to see a little bit more of this style from this defense. The key, Mike, is at that catch point, you want to create as much contact and be physical. Separate the ball from the intended receiver, and it's a great example there.
And he will have a Giants first down, maybe by about a yard, as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
First down.
I know it's early in this game, but in my mind, that's 4-down territory, and certainly now the coach doesn't have to make that decision. He keeps it on the ground on 3rd and short, gets a fresh set of downs, and now they got to see if they can come away with some points.
And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. A gain of 16 yards. That's good for a Giants first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
So, 2 minutes to play in a back-and-forth first half. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this. On 1st and 10, here is Dart. This one taken in by Hyatt. And that'll be good for a gain of about 4 as he is forced out of bounds. After that play, it stopped an injured Giant on the field. Halftime is looming, so the athletic training staff going to get a chance to look him over during the break. Bellinger, the tight end, is the one in motion. On 2nd down, Dart. Oh, they're on him in a flash, and he lost the football. It appears one of the Giants, yes, they were able to fall on it, so they keep possession. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. In motion, it's Robinson. 3rd and long, and Dart is going to throw. A short one there to Bellinger. He'll be stopped here, short of the first down marker. Penalty flag is out as well. Out is Younghoe Koo to try the field goal. It'll be a 44-yard attempt. And this is no good. Could not get it on target. And their lead will stay right where it is. That's the danger. They try to sell out and block it. Instead, get the roughing call, and it results in a first down. To throw is Dart. He's going to carry that ball loosely, and it is out. And they will get another chance. They cover it up after very nearly squandering a great scoring opportunity. Second down and 3. Motion man is Hyatt. Dart going to throw here on 2nd down. He pulls it in around the 5. And they'll stop him just short of the goal line, but they are going to have enough to convert. It's going to be 1st and goal.
And this is the blueprint, Mike. The ability to sustain and maintain possession and methodically move the ball down the field in the process. The defense has had no answers up until this point, and now the next step is, can they come away with 6? Because anything less than that, after this long drive would be a bit of a letdown.
Tracy goes over the top and into the end zone. Touchdown.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and that's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
On is Koo for the point after. And do you believe this? Yeah, there's cause for concern over there. That is a 4th missed extra point in this game. So out is Koo. He'll kick this one away after the touchdown.
The Cowboys take over first and 10.
So now here are the Cowboys. Their offense ready to make their way back onto the field. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Prescott. Pass completed right side to Ferguson. After that play, it stopped an injured Giant on the field. Halftime is looming, so the athletic training staff can get a chance to look him over during the break. Here's 2nd and 2. From the shotgun, it's Dak. He'll get this out to the left flat, and he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the 1st down. We'll get a stoppage here. There is an injured Cowboy. Halftime is looming, so the athletic training staff going to get a chance to look him over during the break. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Now Prescott. Oh, a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass he'd say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up 2nd down.
Oftentimes, it's the wide open ones that are the hardest to catch. It seems like the ball is in the air forever. You start overthinking it, you start really making more of it than what you should, and you let it slip away.
Again, Prescott to the air. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
On 3rd down, Prescott. After that play, it stopped an injured Giant on the field. Halftime is looming, so the athletic training staff will get a chance to look him over during the break. Pistol now for Prescott. A short throw caught by Ferguson. We'll get a stoppage here. There is an injured Cowboy. Halftime is looming, so the athletic training staff can get a chance to look him over during the break. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. To the air again. Prescott. That's caught by Lamb. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag back in the backfield. Is it a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? What a critical flag. Roughing the passer. It sets up 1st and goal. They'll throw again. Dak. That one broken up in the end zone. It's incomplete. Wow, the coverage excellent there. It'll bring up 2nd and goal. After that play, it stopped an injured Giant on the field. Halftime is looming, so the athletic training staff can get a chance to look him over during the break. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line. 2nd down and goal. Prescott again. And that's going to be incomplete, but a flag down in the backfield. That's the area we usually see holding. It's on the rookie guard out of Alabama. First-round pick, Tyler Booker. Now a 2nd down throw for Prescott. To the outside. Catch made by Pickens.
Holding offense.
The task a bit tougher as they face 2nd and goal. Operating from the gun. Here's Dak. That is caught downfield by Pickens.
Prescott's pass complete to George Pickens. A big gain on the play. It's now 3rd down and goal.
So, halftime straight ahead. And we go down to Scott Hansen, who has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick recap of the first half, which has been strongly one-sided. This is heading towards blowout territory unless they can come from behind and get themselves a victory. Let's find out what happens in the second half. Let's go back out to the commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
All right, Scott, thank you very much. Welcome back, everyone, for quarter number 3. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. The Cowboys offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. They are in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. To throw is Prescott. That one swung out to blue. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. After that play, it stopped an injured Giant on the field. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. Prescott on 1st down. He'll let this go for Pickens. And he has got this one all the way down to the 2-yard line. An injured player down there, and that's the man they can't afford to lose. It is indeed Dak Prescott. The training staff going to look, and will step out for a moment. Well, a chance to get right back in it here. First down and goal. Lou will take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score. And, Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike. And it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
Now Aubrey for the extra point. He's got it. And the Cowboys are able to edge a bit closer.
34. Cowboys 22.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. The Giants offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. Right away, they'll try a jet sweep. And he'll take this forward for a couple. It'll be second down. Throwing is Dark. He'll get this out wide. And he'll be out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
It's a gain of 18.
Screen works to perfection. Give him 18 yards and move the chains. First down.
First and 10.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself in your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
Now a flag comes in. It was thrown by the umpire. The pickup is 4, but usually that's a holding penalty. Motion man is Hyatt. Out of a gun, here comes Dark. Oh, they're on him in a flash, and he lost the football. And the defense comes up with a big turnover. Maybe this will turn this game around. In the pocket, looking to throw the ball, but the defense was looking right at the ball. They knock it away and come up with the turnover.
Mike, we see so often a quarterback is so focused, keeping his eyes down the field, looking for one of his receivers to work himself free, that they lose track of where the defenders are. And I think that's exactly what happened here. The defender closed on him quicker than he might have thought, knocks the ball loose, creating the takeaway.
Ball rests at the 37. It's first and 10. On the handoff, Blue. He's going to force his way for a yard or two, but looks like this one's going to be coming back. To throw is Dak. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete.
Certainly not one of his better throws, but what I've loved out of this quarterback today, Mike, was just how aggressive he's remained throughout the entire course of the game. Continue to push the ball downfield. Even if it falls incomplete, it opens up everything else in this passing game, and they've had their way so far today.
On second down, it's Dak. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. Jake Ferguson was the intended target. And now it's going to be third down. Dak to throw. Looking down the field, but that falls incomplete.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but they put the ball in harm's way.
And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. The Giants offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. Unbalanced look here to the right side on 1st and 10. Off the bootleg, here is Dart. That one down the field, but it is incomplete. Wan'Dale Robinson, the one he was looking for that time.
2nd and 10
And it'll bring up 2nd down.
Initially, a nice job by the receiver. He actually was open downfield. He was able to get behind the defense, but the window closed up so quickly they couldn't get the ball to him. Prevents the big play.
That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder, Kenneth Murray.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again.
The Cowboys offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They can get back into this quickly now. Very short field ahead. It is 1st and 10. He's going to force his way for a yard or two, but looks like this one's going to be coming back. This is Blue. Ooh. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a 1st down. A pickup of 9. We'll get a stoppage here. There is an injured Cowboy. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Again, it's Blue. And the Cowboys are going to have 1st and goal, trying to finish off this drive with a touchdown. After that play, it stopped an injured Giant on the field. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. They've got it at the 8, 1st down and goal. Dak gonna run with it himself. The ball comes out, and they will get another chance. They cover it up after very nearly squandering a great scoring opportunity.
So as you start operating your red zone offense, of course it goes without saying, Mike, you're trying to score touchdowns. But the worst case scenario is that you bring your field goal unit and you at least try for 3. You have to protect the ball. Turnovers are the cardinal sin of red zone offense. In this case, they dodge a little bit of a bullet here. The ball comes loose. Fortunately for the ball carrier, his own team recovers it. They can keep their offense on the field and see if they can finish this drive.
Good job so far by the defense protecting the short field. Now it's 3rd and goal. Throwing is Prescott. That is incomplete, but there is a flag down. Big call here. It was 3rd down. On for the field goal now. It's Brandon Aubrey. This about as short as you can get. Aubrey's kick is good. And the Cowboys are able to put up 3 and cut into the lead.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
Here's the Giants offense now. They get set to take over once more. The cushion is 9 as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. On the handoff, here comes Tracy. Finding room across midfield. A terrific run there, all the way down to the 30-yard line. After that play, it stopped an injured Giant on the field. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. A handoff as they try to run it here. A good physical run, motoring forward for 9. We'll get a stoppage here. There is an injured Cowboy. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. Second and 1 now from the 21. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he'll fight forward for a couple of yards, but a flag is down, and the linemen are already walking back. To the air on 2nd down. Dart was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
In motion, it's Robinson. Out of shotgun, it's Dart. A short one there to Bellinger. We'll get a stoppage here. There is an injured Cowboy. The training staff going to look, and we'll step out for a moment. Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's 1st and 10. A carry here for Tracy. Not much there, maybe a yard.
Taken down at the 14-yard line. 1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's 2nd and 9. Slayton is the man in motion. Dart gonna throw here on 2nd down. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up 3rd down.
And 9 yards to go.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it, but I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
They'll try to hit him with a screen. And he's going to have the 1st down. Just past the marker. It is 1st and goal.
10 yards. That's another Giants 1st down. 1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
And this is what can happen when you're so worried about protecting the sticks, Mike. You force them to throw the ball underneath, but then you've got to be able to rally the ball and tackle. But they weren't able to do it before he gets the line to gain, and he ends up picking up the first down anyway.
And that play took a little long to develop. They stop him for no gain at the 4. After that play, it stopped an injured Giant on the field. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. Now back at the 4 for 2nd and goal. On the give, it's Tracy. And nothing developed there. He'll get back to the 5, and that's all. After that play, it stopped an injured Giant on the field. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. So the last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. Forced out left. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Jackson Dart, touchdown, New York. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And that is now a pair of rushing touchdowns. The quarterback giving it to them, Greg, with his legs in this one.
And we're starting to see, Mike, why this week this coaching staff told us they're encouraging this guy to do this more often. His ability to be a passer, but also a rusher, is an element to this offense that is hard for defenses to account for.
The decision is made. The offense will stay out there and go for 2.
For the 2-point conversion.
Operating from the gun, it's Dart. They track him down, and that ball is out. The Cowboys have it. He's to midfield, inside the 30. And can you believe this? He's going to take it the distance, 2 points the other way on the fumble return. Wow. So out is Coop. He'll kick this one away after the touchdown. Here's Dak Prescott, and the Cowboy offense set to go again. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now, they're trying to keep it going. In motion, Lamb. Taken down right at midfield. After that play, it stopped an injured Giant on the field. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. On 1st and 10, Prescott. Open man, downfield, it's CeeDee Lamb. And he's going to take it into the end zone. It's a touchdown. There is a penalty marker down, but it looks like this one's going to hold up.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense. That penalty is declined.
Aubrey now for the extra point. The kick is good. Cowboys are back within 6.
40. Cowboys 34.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. The Giants offense back onto the field for their next possession. They work with a 6-point advantage as they start this drive on 1st and 10. Motion man is Hyatt. To throw, it's Dart on 1st and 10. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete.
He's just unable to secure the catch through the contact, and really nice job timing that hit up by the defense. And at this point, all you can do is get up, get back in the huddle, and hope your quarterback gives you another shot.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. In motion, it's Robinson. Dart going to tap this one forward. And he's going to be out of bounds awfully close to that first down marker, but they're going to mark him just short. So 3rd down coming up. We'll get a stoppage here. There is an injured Cowboy. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. Here's 3rd down and a few inches. They'll try to sneak it here. Oh, and the rookie puts it on the deck. It's a fumble. And the Cowboys are going to come away with the football. And now, following the turnover, we have an injured player on the field. The training staff going to look, and will step out for a moment. That is Ferguson in motion. 1st down, Prescott gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. We'll get a stoppage here. There is an injured Cowboy. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Back to throw is Prescott. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. We'll get a stoppage here. There is an injured Cowboy. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 7. On the play fake, Dak. That's complete left side to Pickens. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. After that play, it stopped, an injured Giant on the field. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. Ball down to the 16-yard line, and it's 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Miles Sanders. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down. After that play, it stopped an injured Giant on the field. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. Hook him up on a 2nd down and 8. A shotgun snap for Prescott. That's made by Pickens. It'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
Now a 3rd and 2. From the shotgun, it's Dak. And that one's incomplete. They really ratcheted up the coverage there, and they force 4th down.
But here we find the best laid plans sometimes do go astray. Every offense, Mike, what do they tell us? We want to stay ahead of the chains. We want to stay on schedule. This was a 3rd and very reasonable. Incomplete on that 3rd down try. Now brings up 4th and short.
Prescott to throw it on 4th down. He pulls it in around the 5. And he will have the 1st down. So they roll the dice on 4th down in the red zone. And it pays off with 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
Here's a run. And he'll plunge forward to the 2, setting up 2nd and goal. We'll get a stoppage here. There is an injured Cowboy. The training staff going to look, and we'll step out for a moment. From the 2 now, here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And this one ruined quickly. Take them back to the 5-yard line.
3rd and goal.
It makes sense on 2nd and goal, Mike, to keep this ball on the ground. You always have 3rd down again to finally punch it in. But now after the defense forces you backwards, I think you have to consider putting this one in the air here on 3rd and goal.
3rd and goal for Prescott. That's going to be broken up in the end zone. Incomplete. There was no space to fit that one in. And now here comes 4th and goal. On for the field goal now, it's Brandon Aubrey. This, about as short as you can get.
22-yard attempt.
Aubrey's kick is good. After that play, it stopped an injured Giant on the field. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. Back out is Brandon Aubrey. At the field goal a moment ago, and now he'll send this one away. The Giants offense ready to get back to work. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10.
We need 6 on this drive.
Here's Dart. Oh, a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass he'll say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up second down. We'll get a stoppage here. There is an injured Cowboy. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. Second and 10. Now Dart. That one out of the reach of the receiver's outstretched arms. It is incomplete.
It's pretty remarkable at this stage, Mike, that they're even winning this game. I mean, anytime a quarterback is completing less than 50% of his throws, you just don't see that very often, and it just seems like time and time again, this quarterback and his intended targets, they're just not on the same page.
This one just too far for the receiver out in front of him. That one falls incomplete.
So the defense comes out in a cover 2 shell, and what that means, Mike, is the 2 safeties are going to split the field in half. One guy has one half, and the other guy has the other. There are abilities to get down the middle of the field, especially if you have speed. But really where you can attack it is they don't have enough guys to defend all of the underneath zones. And if you run the right concepts with the right quarterback, you can pick them apart.
The Cowboys offense headed back to take over once more. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. On the ground, here's Sanders to start the drive. And he'll work ahead for about 5 to the 25. We'll get a stoppage here. There is an injured Cowboy. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. So, from the 25, it's 2nd and 5. He'll keep it on the ground with Sanders. And he'll only get it to the 26-yard line, setting up 2nd and long.
He was brought down at the 26. It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. Operating from the gun, here's Dak. That is incomplete, but there is a flag down. Big call here. It was 3rd down. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Now Prescott. And that is incomplete, but a flag is down back in the backfield. Did they hit the quarterback late? Straight ahead, it's Sanders. He'll inch forward for maybe a yard. That's Dexter Lawrence in for the tackle. We'll get a stoppage here. There is an injured Cowboy. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd down and 9. On play action, here's Dak. And that'll be in and out of his hands. It's incomplete. We'll get a stoppage here. There is an injured Cowboy. The training staff going to look and will step out for a moment. Third and 9. Prescott. That ball is caught on the sideline and both feet inbounds. A big third down pickup for a first down. After that play, it stopped an injured Giant on the field. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. Dak going to throw it here on first down. Short throw brought in by Schoonmaker. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 22-yard line.
So, from the 22, here's 2nd and 2. A run up the middle, it's Sanders. And he'll have enough to move the chains. He'll take this forward for about 3 yards. After that play, it stopped an injured Giant on the field. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. So they move inside the 20, 1st and 10 at the 18. Once again, it's Sanders. And he'll fight forward for a couple of yards, but a flag is down, and the linemen are already walking back. Give to Sanders, heading right. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
All the qualities that make a good safety are seen on display on this play. Speed, pursuit, and then the intensity and the strength at the point of contact for the tackle to keep this ball carrier to no gain. That is a complete safety play.
We'll get a stoppage here. There is an injured Cowboy. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. Third and long. Here's Dak to throw, and that is incomplete.
And I think this is just a really good quarterback play. You understand you got 3 points in your pocket. Don't try to be a hero on third down and make the perfect pass. Throw it away, and at the end, just come away with points on this drive.
For the Cowboys field goal. A 41-yard attempt.
And he missed it. It's no good. And this is going to remain a 3-point game.
The hardest part about these missed kicks, Mike, is for all the guys that work so hard to put the ball in position to come away with points. You kind of trot off the field. You're hoping that next possession has a different result.
The Giants offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. Motion man is Hyatt. On the ground, here's Tracy. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. We'll get a stoppage here. There is an injured Cowboy. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. On the ground, it's right back to Tracy. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's second down.
At the 46-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up second and 7.
Dart taking the deep shot here with Robinson. And he'll take this one in. Wandale Robinson. Touchdown, New York.
Well, it seems this game is kind of getting to the point, Mike, where it's defense optional. I mean, both these teams are really just having their way with their opponent. They're going up and down the field. And after this long touchdown, yes, this is great if you're a fantasy player, but it's not so great if you're a defensive coordinator.
Here's Coop for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Giants will extend this third quarter lead. We'll get a stoppage here. There is an injured Cowboy. The training staff going to look, and we'll step out for a moment. So out is Coop. He'll kick this one away after the touchdown.
The Cowboys take over first and 10.
The Cowboys offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. The deficit is at 10, so an important drive forthcoming. Getting started with first and 10. A handoff here to start the drive, but this will end up being a reverse. And some good running there. He'll fall forward for about 7. Now going to get a stoppage. Injured player. Oh, it's C.D. Lamb who is shaken up. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. Second down and 3. Prescott now. His pass right side is caught by Schoonmaker. They get 16 on that connection. First down, Cowboys.
And the Cowboys.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that. But it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes.
At the 38-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now second and 6.
From the 38 now, here's second and 6. They're going to run it. This is Phil Maffa. Finding space at the 15. And he's in. Phil Maffa. Touchdown, Dallas. Big play out of the running game as the back accelerates all the way to the house for the rushing touchdown.
And Mike, when we talk about burst, that's what we're talking about. And they told us all week, be ready for this guy. He's got something special to him. And that long touchdown there is exactly what they're talking about.
On for the PAT is Aubrey. He gets it to go, and the Cowboys are back within a field goal. The lead is 3.
Cowboys 44.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. The Giants offense and their running back getting set for this next possession.
At their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Out of shotgun, it's Dart. He's got his man, that's Slayton, and he's going to be taken down right at midfield. After that play, it stopped an injured Giant on the field. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. Now it's Tracy looking to run, and that'll be a pickup of 3. We'll get a stoppage here. There is an injured Cowboy. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. From the 46-yard line, a 2nd down and 6. In motion, it's Robinson. They'll run again. It's Tracy again. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard. We'll get a stoppage here. There is an injured Cowboy. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. Third down, they need 5. Motion man is Hyatt. On 3rd down, here is Dart. Oh, and that throw not able to be pulled in. It's incomplete. Looked like he may have got a little ahead of himself there. And it's going to bring up 4th down. They'll go, and here's Dart. And this is incomplete. They don't go for the field goal. Wind up trying to throw for the touchdown. They get nothing out of it on 4th and goal. So now here are the Cowboys. Their offense ready to make their way back onto the field. They'll have very good starting field position as they set up past the 40. There's that man again. Another catch.
Complete to George Pickens. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 50-yard line.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd and 4. Running is Sanders. He'll work his way forward for about 3 yards. Cordell Flott is there on the tackle. After that play, it stopped an injured Giant on the field. The training staff going to look and will step out for a moment. Third and a yard. Here's Prescott. And that is incomplete.
And the defense knew they had to be ready for anything here on 3rd and short. They decided to put the ball in the air, and they might have been better off keeping that ball on the ground because that defense was ready for it, and they were all over it.
It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on 4th down. They'll try it now with Sanders. And he's going to pick up the Cowboys' 1st down. They find a way to keep the drive going with the 4th down conversion. Now going to get a stoppage, injured player. Oh, it's CeeDee Lamb who is shaken up. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. First and 10. On the handoff, this is Sanders. He'll be stopped after a pickup of about 3. That's Dexter Lawrence in for the tackle. We'll get a stoppage here. There is an injured Cowboy. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. Second and 7. On the ground, here's Maffa. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
This is 3rd and 6. Throwing is Prescott. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And they're going to get this ball down to the 20-yard line. After that play, it stopped an injured Giant on the field. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. Handoff now to Maffa. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 18-yard line.
Play fake. Prescott. His fullback releasing, and he's going to bring it in. And he'll take this down to the 2-yard line, but they are in business. 1st and goal coming up. We'll get a stoppage here. There is an injured Cowboy. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. This drive has been methodical, but Will they turn it into 6 points? It is 1st and goal. Sanders is in. Touchdown, Dallas. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finished it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
Now Aubrey for the extra point. He's got it. Cowboys have taken a 4-point advantage.
51, Giants 47.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. The Giants offense and their running back set to go once more. And you have to imagine the defense is saying, how do we stop this guy? He has run roughshod through him to this point in the 3rd quarter. On the give, it's Tracy. And that play going nowhere. The defense all over that one. They'll bring him down for a big loss.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14. Work in the middle of the field, but that is incomplete. We'll get a stoppage here. There is an injured Cowboy. The training staff going to look, and we'll step out for a moment. Third and long. Out of the gun, here comes Dart. That is incomplete, but there is a flag down. Big call here. It was 3rd down. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. On the handoff, here comes Tracy. He'll take this forward, maybe 2-3 yards, but doesn't matter. We have a flag down, and they're already marching backward. Operating from the gun, it's Dart. The ball's out. And it will be another turnover as this defense does it again. On 1st and 10, Prescott. Reaching for it, the tight end couldn't bring it in. It's incomplete. We'll get a stoppage here. There is an injured Cowboy. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. Second and 10. Dak to throw. Here's a screen now for Sanders. This one going to be sniffed out. Blown up in the backfield. After that play, it stopped an injured Giant on the field. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. A tough spot here. 3rd and long. Whoa. He'll be taken down well short of the first down. Gain of about 4. And it brings up 4th down. We'll get a stoppage here. There is an injured Cowboy. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. On for the field goal now, it's Brandon Aubrey. This one from 39 yards out. Aubrey's kick is good. And the Cowboys will extend their 3rd quarter lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
Here's the Giants offense. Now they get set to take over once more. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a 1st down. Slayton is the man in motion. They'll run with Tracy. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line. After that play, it stopped an injured Giant on the field. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. The middle they go. Not much happening there, just a short gain. We'll get a stoppage here. There is an injured Cowboy. The training staff going to look, and we'll step out for a moment. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. It's Dark. And that ball in and out of his hands. It is incomplete. I might tell you after the game he should have come up with that one. He doesn't. And now 3rd down comes up. To throw is Dark. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on 3rd down? It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up 4th down.
And not the greatest of results here. This is going to hit in the field of play and continue out of bounds. The Cowboys offense make their way out to take over once more. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. Oh, a loose football. An injured player down there, and that's the man they can't afford to lose. It is indeed Dak Prescott. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. first down. Dart. Now a short one caught by the tight end, Johnson. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. We'll get a stoppage here. There is an injured Cowboy. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. From the 20, here's 2nd and a yard. Handoff here, up the middle, and not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
It's a loss of a yard.
So the offense trots out the old jumbo package. So they bring out 3 tight ends, big bodies. But the defense kind of sees it coming. They've got to change it up. You can't be so predictable. Big bodies run, small bodies pass. And I think that's a little bit of what's going on here.
After that play, it stopped an injured Giant on the field. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. No move for the field goal unit. They're going to line up and go for it on 4th down. And he's going to have the Giants' first down. As they manage to convert, that'll keep this drive alive. After that play, it stopped an injured Giant on the field. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Now a give up the middle. And the Giants are going to be set up 1st and goal. Good running takes them down to about the 4. After that play, it stopped an injured Giant on the field. The training staff going to look, and will step out for a moment. From the 4-yard line, trying to punch it in. 1st down and goal. Ray. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this 3rd quarter of play. So we'll take it to the other end as we are through 3. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Now, here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in.